All right. Never done this before, but I'm live on YouTube and I may have 0 viewers, and that's okay. Just felt like a quicker way to make a video. So here we go. I'm going to try to check the chat, but I guarantee I'm going to screw this one up. So how's everybody doing? I'm back from vacation, man, at Northeast. I love my family, but it was cold. Cold, 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 cold. Come back to Tacoma today, and Tacoma Comics is loving it. My kids are outside on the trampoline. It's like 63 degrees this afternoon. I just got the grill out, dusted off the cobwebs. Going to do some grilling tomorrow. Excited, super excited. But again, it's fun visiting family, and of course, I was over on the other side of the country, and I had to visit some comic book shops. So, my sister lives in a little town about half hour south of Portland, Maine. The first place that I went to was some antique shops in a town called Arundel. And there's those types of antique shops where they've got like 30 different sellers. They all have a stall in the shop. So everything is marked with the seller's like unique number and identifier and stuff. Didn't find too much stuff, but after a lot of digging, I found some little bits and pieces that I was interested in. I love 80s kitsch. This is probably 90s kitsch, but you know, I love stuff like this. The A-Team comics, the Married Children comics, the you know, a whole bunch of stuff, the Alf comics, stuff like that, Toxic Avenger. So there you go. Totally down with that. Got a little New Kids on the Block. Got some Wolverine filler. Nothing too exciting here. There's issue 58. There's issue 25, which I thought was a pretty cool cover. Bloodshot #1. I saw Bloodshot #1. I'm like, I think that's the first Ninjak. No, it's not. Bloodshot #6 is the first Ninjak. So I've got this really shiny, cool foil cover. Good condition, but it's not like it's a rare comic or very expensive comic. All these were like $3 or something. It says there's one person in here, but I think that's me. So I'm talking to myself now. All right, here we go. Silver Surfer, little Infinity Gauntlet, crossover action. Not the first one by far. I think that was 34. This is 51, but still pretty cool. And again, it was cheap. Then I actually found something, and I went back like 3 times. They had 2 copies of it. Thought I got a good deal on it. A little Devil Dinosaur #1. Didn't pay too much. Something around 20, I think. There's not on the corner. There's a little ding somewhere. There might be a few color breaking spine ticks right there. Nothing much. Hey, can you see I didn't shave while I was on vacation? Got to take care of that. But I was pretty happy to get a minor key. Going back a little bit, so that was pretty cool. Next shop I went to was the Awesome Hobby Shop in Biddeford, Maine. Love that name, Biddeford. Some more Wolverine fillers. Like this cover, Storm in the background, almost like a Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel lightning strike there. That's number 39. 68, a little Sabretooth action. Getting very kind of 90s looking there with the red stuff on his head. I don't know. Let's see what we got. 43. Nice rain cover there. Pretty cool. Uncanny X-Men 314. Now, I said I was just going to get the Claremont era Uncanny X-Men, right? Giant Size X-Men #1, issue 94 through 279. It looks like I'm getting through 300. It looks like I'm getting over 300. I might just do the whole thing. I don't know. So this was kind of a big one that I picked up. Issue 148. I believe I already have a really bad copy of this, but I went with this one. Here's the funny thing. I went with this one, and I think I actually had already replaced my crappy copy and forgotten that I replaced my crappy copy. So got to keep better notes on the phone. Issue 302. This one I really liked. Paid a little bit for it, but not too much. Fables #3. I don't think I've ever even seen that cover. I've got bad copies of 1 and 2. And then I've got 6 through like 100 and a few above 100. But it was 1 through 5 that I really wanted to get good copies of. So start here with number 3. There was a price I could afford and deal with in Ex Machina number 1, which is really cool. I got that pretty super cheap. I was excited. Next, I went into Portland proper. Had my brother-in-law, my sister, and my kids with me, but managed to find some stuff. Morning Glories, dark cover, hard to see, but that's issue 30. What was that? 38. I did not have that one, so I'm excited. Miss Marvel 14. By getting Miss Marvel 14, I now have 2 complete sets of Miss Marvel, 1 through 19 for volume 3, and third set 2 through 19. That's what this just completed. I need to get another number 1, and one of those first 2 sets, I'm getting all the variants and all the printings, and I'm almost done with that. So I'm pretty psyched on that too. Sorry, Crosswind is a super cool read. I thought it was going to be like, 2 people switching bodies and switching consciousnesses into different bodies, but it goes really deep into it, and it's getting really good as the 2 people kind of realize they like aspects of being the other gender, aspects of being the other person's a housewife and a killer, and of course this is the Image homage variant with that title there. So that was pretty cool. I was missing this one. I had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Now I got 5. I'm going to start picking that up. It's really good. I've got 1 and 2 of this, but I never had number 1, so I grabbed that. Really like that. These are all pretty cheap too. These modern, almost new comics, a few weeks old, including like this is the Lemire variant for Department H number 1, which I had not gotten before, not even seen before. I don't think it was like $3 or something. So I thought that was really cool. If you're following my videos, hey, somebody else is here because it says there's 2 people. But I don't know how to find that person. Say something, person, and I will say something back to you. We'll have a conversation. So there is Death of Wolverine, Storm number 4 by Greg Pak. I got 1, 2, and 3 in that. Comic Vantage says he just got in. Well, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you here. It's my first time live ever, so I'm just fumbling my way through, going through my vacation haul here. Hope you like what you see. If you got a question or a comment, let me know. Mockingbird number 1. This is again at the same shop in Portland. It's called Coast Comics, I think. This is a variant cover. I heard this was a good series. I read the first issue. I liked it. Yeah, Snagglepuss is a great read. I'm really enjoying the commentary and the stuff that what's his name? Something Russell did with the Flintstones was great, and what he's doing with Snagglepuss is really, really interesting. Hey, Rayman the Silencer, how you doing? I've actually got 3 people in my chat. I'm pretty excited. So I'm sorry, this one's the variant. This is Chelsea Cain's Mockingbird number 1. This is the variant. The other reason that I picked these up is she's going to be at Rose City Comic Con in September, and I already got tickets for me and the boys to that. So I wanted to make sure I got some Chelsea Cain books to sign. Saga, one of my favorites, but it's not on my pull list. I keep meaning to get a subscription to this, just trying to defray costs. I think I give enough money to my LCS that I thought I'd just get some stuff, but I always keep forgetting to order from Image Comics, so I have to buy it. Luckily, it's out there. I've got like my top 4 books: Saga, Sex Criminals, Rat Queens, and Bitch Planet. I call it the Saga of the Sex Rat Queen or the Sex Rat Bitch, or combine them some way. Those are my top 4 that I keep pulling because I keep forgetting to add them to my pull list. We Can Never Go Home. I just found this really cheap. I've got like number 1, and I've got the no, I never got into Stray Bullets. I'll have to give that a shot. I've seen it. I hear it's really good. I guess I missed it in the beginning and just never wanted to jump in because I got enough comics and jumping in on. Yeah, We Can Never Go Home, and I only read it in trade. I got a signed trade from Matt Rosenberg, which is really nice. He gave it to me for free at Christmas. But just buying the comics and trying to support him, and just not really supporting him because this was a back issue bin, but really great read. I had loved this comic, and it fell off the face of the earth. It was some of the new Valiant stuff. And then I got 7, 8, and 9. I had not had these before. I had up to 6, and I wasn't even sure that it continued, but yeah, really like Generation Zero. Wish it had gone further and done more, gotten more notice, but it hadn't. Yeah, I met Rosenberg at Emerald City Comic Con a month ago and then a year ago. Really great guy, but over Christmas he was just tweeting out, anybody want some signed stuff to give to a friend as a Christmas present? Hit me up. So I said yeah, and he sent me 4 Kids Walking to the Bank trade paperback that I gave to the counselor at my school. Yeah, Ray, I did get those in Maine. I've been all over Maine, Portland, place called Arundel, Biddeford. I was just visiting my sister. She lives in Arundel, Maine, seeing my baby nephew, which is pretty cool. And then we flew out of Boston. So we went to Boston last night because it was just closer. It's cheaper to fly out of Boston. So we drove to Boston last night and stayed there last night. And we walked around Boston, went to Newbury Comics, which, because it's got the word comics in the name, you think would have a lot of comics. It's kind of like San Diego Comic-Con. It's everything but comics, or not as much comics. There is one wall of comics, one little back issue bin. I mean, literally like a wooden short box size box, and then just tons and tons of pop culture stuff. Oh, that's cool, Ray. Whereabouts? Anywhere on the coast, kind of near Portland or further inland, or what? So I was at Newbury Comics. Did not find a lot, but Hero Killers, this was an incentive variant. I like Ryan Brown and the stuff that he does. Is really excited. So I grabbed this number 2. Milford. I don't know where that is. Is that close to the Route 1 on the coast there? Or let us know. Kind of cool. I like these Michael Cho variants. He did this, did a very similar style variant to Vision number 4, but that's going for like $40. This was got pretty cheap, like in the $2 or something. It's got Miss Marvel, so that's why I grabbed it. Let's see what Comic Vantage is saying. Met him at your LCS. Very cool. Oh, sweet. Is that Tyler Boss or is that somebody else? Oh, next to Worcester. I pronounced it Worcester, huh? There you go. So the one thing I did get was Miss Marvel. This is volume 4, but it's a variant. This is a Newbury Comics exclusive variant. They had it made for the shop. Apparently, they've got like 20 shops all around the area. So that was pretty cool to go there and get some stuff at least, even though it wasn't a lot. I'm going to assume you guys are over 18. I got the Sex Criminals Not Safe for Work. I collect those along with the regular ones. So that's the cover there by Marguerite Sauvage, who does work on DC Bombshells, I think, with Marguerite Bennett and a few others. Not exactly sure. There's the regular cover. Still a really great read. Ray's old as dirt. I'm getting up there, Ray. There's always somebody older and always somebody younger, but reading comics keeps you young at heart. Don't know if I really wanted this. I guess this is supposed to be like the young Han Solo from the movie. I'm not loving the Star Wars comic anymore. I've got 40 something issues, so I'm not going to stop it. But geez, it's going in and out of like good and bad and not great. So I should stop it at some point. Here we go. Day before I left, I know I got the first Darth Vader run. I want to get the second run. And I'm planning on picking up. I got like half the issues from back issue bins and stuff. I never completed it, but it's definitely there's a little bit of dirt on this board. Definitely something I want to do because I like it and I like the creators on it. So really want everybody says that one is really good too. So I'll get on it. Just don't have it yet. Charles Soule, I've got him to sign issue 1 at Emerald City Comic Con, and I've got like various issues, but I don't have the complete run yet. So I'm going to get on that soon. So Half Price Bookshop before I left, Death of X, never read this. Speaking of Charles Soule and Jeff Lemire, right there on that cheap pickup. I thought I'd start reading that. Totally got this just because it's got Miss Marvel on the cover. I'm collecting a lot of Miss Marvel stuff. I've got like the number 1s from every volume of Powers. I used to try to collect them all, but it's just too much. So this was knocked down. It used to be like $20 in the half price book bin of more expensive comics. Went down to 10. I picked it up. I'll get Bendis to sign it because he's appearing at Rose City Comic Con. I think I've completed Kanan. This is 11, 12, and 13, or 9, 10. This is 11. I put them out of order. Come on. There we go. 10, 11, 12. And I think that's all the Canons that I need. And these were like 99 cents or $1.99 at half price. Yeah, half price is good. You got, and that's the end of this video. I'm really excited to show you what I got at half price this afternoon. Well, my kids were on the trampoline and my wife was sleeping. Really exhausted from vacation. I believe that's the last one. I'm pretty excited for that. And then just another comic I'm trying to fill a run on. Half price books, it's up and down, man. Sometimes they get stuff you're like, really, that's what you're charging? Because I know you bought that from a quarter from some guy selling their collection. But sometimes you get really great deals, as you're going to see in a minute. So Mockingbird, I figured I had number 1. Now I've got 1 and 2. Keep going with that. Scooby-Doo and the Apocalypse. Heard good things about this. I figured I'd give it a read. Here's number 1. And sometimes you see stuff at half price that's just been sitting there forever. I don't think this is the first female Snake Eyes. I don't really know much about G.I. Joe past 1987, but it had a cool cover, so I thought I'd grab it. Yeah, did you read it yet, comic? What do you think? Is it good? Because I think they've got like issue 2 through 12 in the bins there at half price. I could go grab them if they're any good. Got a little curse words, number 3. I've read number 1. And I don't have number 2, but I love number 1. This is Charles Soule and Ryan Brown, so should be pretty cool. I've read number 1, really liked it. That's why I'm trying to pick them up now. I was a massive Conan fan 30 years ago or so, but this one is Gail Simone and Jim Zub, 2 creators that I really like. I don't think I know the writer or the artist or the letterer, but definitely the writer is Jim Zub and Gail Simone. So I picked that up because it was super cheap, $2. Started collecting this because I got some variant covers and they came in Mylar from Half Price Books. So just getting the next one, the new Superman. And I love Gene Luen Yang, excuse me, who's on this. He's done some really great original graphic novels and stuff. Boxers and Saints about the Boxer Rebellion in China and the 1890s, I think it was. Anyway, these last 3 books are the reasons why I really wanted to jump on and do this today. Glad you guys are staying with me. It's pretty cool to have have people joining me. I never had gone live before. That's pretty cool. Right here, first full appearance of Riri Williams, $1.99. Checked on eBay and saw not what people are selling it for, but what it's actually sold for. Anywhere from about $5 up to 15. This looks like it's in really nice condition, no spine ticks, nothing at all. So really excited to get that. Obviously the hotness of this book has dropped a lot, but Riri is still a new character, is still going to do things. I'd love to see her join Champions. But then second appearance of Kamala Khan in the Miss Marvel outfit on a cover. Marvel Now .1 number 1. I got this for $3. This is easily selling for 15 through 30 on eBay right now. There is some non-color breaking spine ticks, and otherwise it just, it's looking really perfect to me. That's, I think, my 3rd copy of this, so I'm super excited. And then this next one is selling for anywhere for up to $40. But this is the absolute first cameo appearance of Kamala Khan in Captain Marvel 14 by Kelly Sue DeConnick. And this one, $1.50. Somebody was not doing their homework. So that's the good thing about half price bookshops. You get there, you can get the good stuff. Couldn't find 17, which is, the first one where you definitely see her. So just showing off the condition here. I mean, I don't see anything there that's wrong with it. Yeah, definitely Comic Bandit. Totally nice. And nice cover, Ray. Yeah, great cover. This one, yeah, it's got a bit of a spine roll. That can be pressed out if I ever want to get this like pressed and slabbed. I've got 3 of these now. This is by far the cheapest, man. $1.50 for that. I will take that any day. So really excited. So decent stack of books, 20-minute live show, and actually got to chat with some people. So that was pretty awesome, man. Coma Comics, referring to myself in the first person. Coma Comics is super happy to have been here with you guys, and super happy to show off this stack that's that's going on vacation and not going comic book shopping, right? Because whenever we go on vacation, we take a break. Not. So yeah, both Ray, man, the Silencer Man, and Comic Vantage, thanks for hanging out with me. Made me feel a little less lonely going live. Some people joining in. It's cool to talk to you guys. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon in somebody else's live video or one of your own. You guys take care. Talk to you later.